It goes without saying that 2020 has definitely been a real rollercoaster of a year. One thing that we have seen is that robots have had a more positive spotlight in the media, and people have seen with their own eyes how robots can be utilised in different medical environments. It's great that robots are now getting a better rep than they did before, as most movies and TV shows portray robots as the big bad villains, ready to enslave mankind and take all our jobs away. Thanks Hollywood, but that isn't the case. Robots are here, but they're here to help. So how exactly are robots helping during the pandemic? Let's take a look. When it comes to medical robots, the best place to start is with the Danish company Bot-Hive Robotics. Its disinfection robot UVD has been in extremely high demand since the outbreak of the Covid-19 pandemic, and Chinese hospitals have now ordered more than 2,000 UVD robots from the Danish manufacturer. How it works is that the robot uses ultraviolet UVC light to kill harmful microorganisms and moves around patient rooms and operating theatres, covering all critical surfaces with the right amount of UVC light in order to kill specific viruses and bacteria. The more light the robot exposes to a surface, the more harmful microorganisms are destroyed. In a typical patient room, 99.99% of all viruses and bacteria are killed within 10 minutes. CEO of Blue Ocean Robotics said, "We are now helping solve one of the biggest problems of our time, preventing the spread of viruses and bacteria with a robot that saves lives." The immediate demand has increased a lot with the outbreak of COVID-19. Robots are the obvious choice for an overstretched retail industry, and they've really now come into their own when it comes to e-commerce and logistics. A great example of this is the world-renowned international famous clothing brand Gap. The disruption caused by COVID-19 encouraged this industry giant to up its use of robots in its logistics and warehousing, in particular for assembling online orders, which limits the need for human contact during the pandemic. Gap turned to Kindred Robotics, which supplied the warehouses with over 100 item-picking robots, with each of these robots able to do the work of 4 people. Gap is not alone in this, with other retailers like Amazon and Walmart all using robots to help cope with the pressures of the pandemic. This news just demonstrates how the pandemic may speed up the use of robotics in the retail industry. As for exactly how this technology can help in the fight against COVID-19, a great example are the Exoplanet Drones and R80 robots, which Chinese authorities are testing to see if they can be deployed to disinfect affected areas. Authorities say that this helps provide solutions for improving public hygiene and reducing the risk of virus transmission through contact with contaminated surfaces. During this project, a total of 370 professional teams with over 2,600 agricultural drones have voluntarily joined the disinfection operation, covering an area of 902 million square metres in China's 20 provinces. What's more, drones and robots are replacing hand sprayers to release disinfectant in public places. Infected zones, densely populated areas, epidemic prevention vehicles, and waste collection points are the main targets that require site-specific disinfection to kill the virus. Instead of operating independently, drones and robots can combine together in the fight against COVID-19. Covering a much wider area from the air with a variable flying speed, one drone in a day can disinfect between 600,000 to 700,000 square metres to maximum, a task that would normally take 100 workers to complete. Also, with the ability to precisely control the output, it consumes 1/5 less disinfectant than traditional approaches such as handheld spraying. We don't know how long this pandemic is going to continue to disrupt our everyday lives and places of work, but what we do know is that technology has really upped its game in supporting humankind in these unprecedented times. If you'd like to find out more on the UVD, retail and disinfectant spraying robots, I've put the full links to the case studies in the description below. If you know of any other robots or technologies that are helping out in the pandemic, then let us know in the comments or give us a tweet on @WeAreBot-Hive. Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter and social media for more up-to-date Bot-Hive news. You can subscribe to the newsletter on bothive.com and hang out with us on social media where all our handles are @WeAreBot-Hive. I've been Yaz Hagigat, thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.